Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 at 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO is your sports source for East Central Kansas, and we welcome you to this Game of the Week football broadcast on KOFO.com. Tonight, the West Franklin Falcons face the Osage City Indians. This KOFO Game of the Week broadcast is brought to you by Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Kramer Pharmacy, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. Our Game of the Week sponsors also include Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, the Ottawa Herald, and the Yellow Dog Quilt Company. Now let's head to the field and join KOFO's Luke Queen for our KOFO Game of the Week.
And welcome everybody into the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week pregame show. Luke Queen with you here at Osage City, Kansas, where West Franklin takes on the Osage City Indians here in a home game for West Franklin. The game tonight was supposed to be at Ottawa University. However, with the current conditions at Ottawa University, game had to be shifted, and has been shifted down here to Osage City, where West Franklin will come in 0-3 on the season and taking on the 2-1 Osage City Indians here in a conference matchup here this evening. It'll be a big day for West Franklin if they can slow down this high-powered Indian offense here tonight. Osage City averaging just under 38 points a ball game. Have scored 90 in their last two contests. West Franklin still struggling to get the ball into the end zone this season. Just managed a couple touchdowns so far on the season and been really doing a good job offensively of moving the football, but just have not been able to finish drives out, as they've only given up about 150 yards more to their opponents than they have gained, but just have found themselves on the wrong side of the scoreboard in all three of their contests. They lost in week one at Central Heights by a final of 24-16. Week two at Mission Valley were defeated 27-8. In a game that was closer, Mission Valley picking up a couple in the fourth quarter there to make that spread just a little bit bigger. And then last week went on the road at Council Grove and really, really gave the Braves all they wanted down there. 14-6 final score. West Franklin just unable to get the ball into the end zone there, as that was just a one-score contest. But looking to change things tonight, they're going to have to do it on the defensive end and slow down this potent Osage Indians attack. We're going to take our first time out. When we come back, we'll get you ready for more football here in week number 4 of high school football action across the state of Kansas. You're listening to the KOFO High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
Stop by the Yellow Dog Quilt Company in Pomona for a full range of beautiful fabrics, patterns, classes, and supplies. Everything you need to create tomorrow's heirlooms. Personal service and advice for all of your projects. At 117 Franklin, Pomona.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting our local schools. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
And welcome back to the KOFO High School Game of the Week, Falcons pregame show. Luke Queen with you again at Osage City High School, where West Franklin is traveled here to play Osage City, but West Franklin will be the home team wearing the home blues. Osage City in their road whites. Osage City coming in 2-1 on the season. They opened up the year with a 22-15 loss here at Osage City to Linden, and then have just dominated their last two opponents, 53-13 victory over Council Grove in Week 2 and a 45-8 victory over Mission Valley in Week 3. So their offense is, as I said earlier, quite potent. They score a lot of points, 98 points in the last two ball games, and do it both running and passing the football. So it should be an exciting game to watch here this evening. Looking forward to seeing what both of these teams bring. And, West Franklin has done a nice job defensively on the year. They are not getting blown out of ball games. They're making teams work to get their points. And so we'll have to see what the West Franklin defense can do here tonight to slow down Osage City. Osage City quarterback Landon Boss is leading the team in both rushing and passing, combining for about 220 yards of total offense himself. Indians averaging just under 300 total yards per contest. Again, they're averaging just under 38 points a game, but in the last two have scored 98, 53, and 45 in back-to-back weeks. West Franklin will look to slow them down here this evening and see if they can get the ball across the goal line and into the end zone a couple times. They've struggled to do that, but they've done a nice job of actually controlling clock and maintaining possession of the football. That stays true. We should have ourselves a good football game here this evening. We're going to take one more timeout. When we come back, we will be ready for the start of football from here at Osage City High School. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today, because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
At the Yellow Dog Quilt Company, they offer a range of classes for all skill levels. For information about classes, sales, and other events, check out their Facebook page. Everything you need to create tomorrow's heirlooms. Yellow Dog Quilt Company, 117 Franklin, Pomona.
Taking every precaution because bringing your vehicle in for repair shouldn't make you worry about your health. We offer contact-free drop-off of your vehicle and we'll return it cleaned and sanitized. Call 242-8916 CarStar. Stay safe and relax. We'll take it from here.
And welcome back once again here to Osage City High School. Luke Queen with you as we've got West Franklin, the home team, playing against Osage City, the visiting team, after the issues taking place with the COVID-19 pandemic at Ottawa University, as West Franklin was scheduled to play this game in Ottawa at OU, but as their field's still under construction there, I just saw some pictures of how the track and everything is starting to look down there at West Franklin, and it is going to be a beautiful place when they start playing football games out there. So it looks like West Franklin had won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and Osage City has elected to receive the opening kickoff here tonight. So both teams will head over to the respective sidelines and get their last-minute instructions as they get fired up, ready to play another football game here with everything going on. We've lost a few games we know of around the area, and so it's always good just to see the kids getting back out here and still being able to play. Wellsville and Jayhawk Lynn, Wellsville had to cancel their games. They are not playing tonight, and Northeast of Arma had the same issue, and they were supposed to play Central Heights. So the Vikings are over at Jayhawk Lynn tonight as those two teams got together and just to make sure the kids continue to get to play are going to play that game together over at Jayhawk Glen tonight. Wellsville and Northeast Arma are at home, unable to play. We also have a little bit of a possible schedule change as Wellsville's game for next Friday was scheduled to be at Eureka. However, due to the COVID and the situation going on, that game right now is possibly to be played on Tuesday, October the 6th. We'll have to keep tabs on all those things as we navigate through what is an unprecedented season, to say the least. West Franklin looks to kick it away. Keaton Curley. And it's possibly Garrett Fayer back deep for Osage City, kicking it away. And Dustin Burns. Burns low line drive, and right off the up man, but a heck of a good job there to just make the catch. Tanner Schaefer, 10 yards away from the football. That ball drilled him, and he did a nice job just making the catch. 11 yards as Osage City will start here. First down and 10. All going to be marked at their own 48-yard line.
2-by-2. 2-by-2. 2-by-2.
Twin receivers each side, shotgun formation. Boss gives it to the first man through. Brody Littrell. Littrell positive into West Franklin territory. That's going to be a gain of about 4 on the play. Second down and 6. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Again, twin receivers each side. Again, Littrell next to Boss. Boss gives it once again, and Littrell is bottled up immediately there. I believe that was Ethan Hatfield on the tackle, and he'll wrap him up for a loss on the play back to the 50-yard line. So a loss of 2 yards on the play. Brings up third down and 8 here for Osage City. Kind of a spread formation. They're twin receivers each side. Again, Boss with Littrell in the back. Field with him. Boss back to pass, looking to his left, under a little pressure here. Gets it away, and the pass is complete and caught just inside the 40-yard line. Actually going to be marked out at the 39. So it's good enough for a Indian first down as the pass from Boss is caught there by number 23. That's Nick Bailey. First down and 10 now. The ball at the 39-yard line. Boss gets it. He's going to turn, give it to Littrell on a little bit of a stretch sweep there. Nice cutback run by Littrell as he's going to get about 4 yards. Cameron Wise had the edge covered, made Littrell cut it back inside, got a little bit of help there, a couple of yards downfield. It's a gain of about 4, so it'll be second down and 6 here. Got to get the ball across the 29-yard line for the first down to the Indians. Boss, it's actually a direct snap to Littrell as Boss kind of faked a little bit of a pass there. Littrell took the snap, takes it forward, down short of the 20-yard line. Third down and 2, the 30-yard line. Third down and 2 coming up here for Osage City. Twin receivers again each side. Back to Boss, pass to his right. Pass is up too high as he throws it over the top of the intended receiver. It's going to bring up fourth down and 2. Again, the ball at the 31-yard line. And the Osage Indian offense looks to stay out on the field. Again, twin receivers spread each side. Waiting for the ball to be spotted again and the whistle for ready to play. So fourth down and 2 here. Boss takes a snap. Quick throw out to the right-hand side, flat, and stopped short there. A nice job there by Dustin Burns and Cameron Wise as they stopped that for no gain, and Osage City will turn it over on downs. Great job by the West Franklin defense on that quick pass out to the flat, a little wide receiver quick pass and pursuit. there. Burns came up, made the first hit, and Wise comes over to help clean it up. So the West Franklin offense coming out onto the field here. First possession of the ball game for them. 10:02 remaining here in quarter number one. Single receiver split each side. Lance McCullough going to go under center. He's got Wise back behind him, and now we've got a whistle and a timeout going to be called here by West Franklin. We'll take a quick one with them. A 30-second timeout. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com. We're back here at Osage City High School. Nothing. Our score, 10:02 remaining first quarter. West Franklin coming on offense here for the first time. Burns and Hatfield lined up split wide. Burns to the left, Hatfield to the right. Jim McCullough going to go under center with Wise in the backfield with him. Going to be a give there, actually a fake, and the pitch is going to go back to Caleb McKenzie, and he is hit hard in the backfield. Fake the belly give there to Wise, and then a little bit of an option look, and a nice job by the Osage City defense to string that out, and then a big hit on Caleb McKenzie, but McKenzie hangs on to it there. It's a loss of 5 on the play as the ball backed up to the 25-yard line. As much as the offense scored lots of points for Osage City, the defense has given up 13 and 8 in the last 2 ball games. So just 21 points in the last 2 contests. Snap is on, a little option to the right. Again, it's McKenzie. This time he gets a couple positive yards as he nears the 30-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds here on a little bit of a short side option. Going to pick up 2 on the play. They'll bring up third down and long. Third down at about 13 yards to go here for West Franklin. Falcons come out of the huddle. Approach the line. Twin receivers going to come wide right. McKenzie and Hatfield. Gola takes a snap and give up the middle is Wise. He's fighting across the 30, tackled down at about the 32, maybe the 33-yard line there. Gain of about 6 on the play, but it's going to be 4th down and long. About 7 yards to go here for West Franklin. Looks like the punting unit will come on for the Falcons. Gunnar Fort and Garrett Fager going back deep for Osage City. Jesse James Martinez in punt formation. Kick is away. Nice high kick and a fair catch called for. And then we've got some contact downfield. It looked like flag comes in here on Hunter McCullough. Made contact there, but looked like there might have been some blocking taking place, and I'm not sure if McCullough could have pulled away on that. They're going to signal is for kick-catch interference there. So they're going to mark it off from the spot of the foul here, which is going to give Osage City good field position.
We need another.
As it's going to be a 15-yard penalty here. So actually, where Osage City starts will be at the 36-yard line of West Franklin. So great field position after the penalty.
3 by 1.
The punt only nets 3 yards, but it was penalty aided for sure. Martinez was kicking in a strong wind. Littrell going to take the pitch, a little sweep action going to the right. Cuts it upfield. He's got some positive yards. He's going to be tackled down inside the 25-yard line, it looks like. Like there might be a little bit of a hold out on the edge, but nothing called there. So play stands as the nose of the football is on the 25. First down and 10 here. Three receivers wide to the right, single receiver out wide left. Snapback is a direct snap to Littrell. And again, a nice job. Hunter McCullough came in and read that direct snap to Littrell and wrapped him up for maybe a yard on the play at most. Second down and 9 here for Osage City. Still trip receivers to the right, single receiver split wide to the left. Boss gets the snap. He's going to fake it, going to keep it himself, and he's tackled. Nice job, Hunter McCullough. Again, wrapping him up, and he might have dropped him for a loss of a yard that time. Depending on the spot of the ball, again, back at the 25, this time just inside the 25, so a loss of at least about a half a yard. So third down and 9 here for Osage City, staying with the three receivers right, single receiver split wide to the left. Boss takes a snap. He's looking to pass. Looks to his left. The ball in the air as he's throwing towards Fort in the end zone. And the pass is complete. Touchdown there for Osage City. Right at the back of the end zone. 6:55 remaining here in the first quarter. 25-yard touchdown pass. To Fort. Got an injured player down for West Franklin. I believe it might be McCullough. Made a couple big plays there. Coaches are out working with him right now. So the conversion will come up after this injury timeout we've got here. Both teams over near their sidelines down on a knee. Coach is helping McCullough up here. And a little slow, but McCullough is walking what looks like probably 95% under his own power, which is a good sign, as Hunter has been made a couple good defensive plays here early on, but it was a 25-yard touchdown pass from Boss to Fort. Conversion upcoming. It is going to be a kick attempt here. Caden Kirkpatrick is going to attempt the point after for Osage City. Snap is back, placement down, kick on the way is up, and it is good. So 6:55 remaining here in quarter number 1. Osage City 7 and West Franklin 0. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more high school football on KOFO.com.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
Yeah, welcome back here to Osage City, where the Indians have a 7-0 lead over the West Franklin Falcons here in quarter number 1. It was a 25-yard touchdown pass from Landon Boss to Gunner Fort on third down and 9. That got the Indians the lead here. Caden Kirkpatrick, I believe, will kick it away back deep for West Franklin. Trey Rogers and Caleb McKenzie, the deep men back at about the 10-yard line. It's actually Fort that will be doing the kickoff duties. Kirkpatrick kicked the extra point. Fort approaches, kick is away, and it's going to be McKenzie at about the 5-yard line. He's out to about the 20, working the right side to 25, and comes down just shy of the 30-yard line. A good 23-yard return there for Caleb McKenzie, and was just almost able to shake that one free. If he would have gotten by the last two blockers or tacklers there, had a lot of green, and I don't think anybody's going to chase down Caleb McKenzie when he gets out in the open field. Got another Falcon down on the far side of the field. And it's actually Caleb McKenzie might have adjusted a shoe or something he got tackled by, had to replace that, put it back onto his foot. That's all it was. So it wasn't an injury, so it's always good to see. Single receiver split wide to the left. McCullough under center, Wise behind him in the backfield. Rogers goes in motion. The give's going to be to Wise left side. Nice cut as he works it back across the 40 and out to the 45-yard line. Nice run there off the left guard, and a good cutback by Cameron Wise as he gets the first down on that run. So nice play call and a good design and run there by Wes Franklin. All out at the 45-yard line. About 18, 19 yards on that carry there for Cameron Wise. Wes Franklin comes out, same look here. Rogers goes in motion. In the give to, there's actually a belly fake there and kept by McCullough. Hit in the backfield, but then able to squirt out of that and takes it out for a gain of about 2 on the play. A nice job there. That lands McCullough to make a positive out of that, as it looked like he was going to be dropped for about a 4-yard loss. Became a 2-yard gain. McCullough gets the play call in from the sideline, relays it here to the teammates in the huddle. Now the Falcons break, come to the line of scrimmage. This time Burns is going to split wide to the right. McCullough under center. Takes the snap, and the give is to Wise, and he's going to be slowed down and stopped for no gain, maybe a yard or so on the play, actually, as he fell forward there. Nice job by the Osage City front to shut off that running lane. What happens when you run the power game in the middle? Sometimes you only gain 1 or 2, and sometimes you break 1 for 19, like Wise did to open this drive. So 3rd down and 7 here. Twin receiver's going to split this time to the left. Single receiver. Now, after coming in motion and immediately into the backfield, McCullough will be sacked as he didn't even have time to hand the ball off. That looked like literal. That's going to be a loss of 3 on the play, so now it's going to be 4th down and 10, the ball back at the 45-yard line. Littrell just jumped through there. Nobody touched him. Jesse James Martinez will go back into punt formation. We approach 4 minutes remaining here in first quarter. Low snap, Martinez mishandles it. Now he picks it up. He's unable to get the kick away, and he'll be tackled down at the 30-yard line. The ball actually came loose. It's recovered by Osage City, but he'll turn it over, take it over there on downs anyway. Snap back to Martinez. Bounced a couple times as he tried to pick it up. It got up onto his right forearm, and he was unable to catch it cleanly. Tried to pick it up and get the kick away. Osage City was in the back.
Need a nose guard.
And we've got a whistle and a timeout going to be called here by Wes Franklin as they're trying to get the right personnel out onto the field here with Hunter McCall going down, trying to replace his spot out on the field. Second charge timeout of the first half by West Franklin. Osage City gets a quick drink and back out onto the field. West Franklin figuring it out on the far side of the field. 7-0 here. 4 minutes exactly remaining here in the first quarter. Osage City takes over at the 30-yard line again in plus field position as they are on the Falcon side of the 50. Twin receivers split wide to the right, single receiver to the left. Boss takes the snap, fakes the give. He's going to keep it himself, going to the left. He's got a little bit of room as he's down inside the 20, pushed out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of 12 on the play. That's good for an Osage City first down. First down and 10 with the ball at the 18-yard line here. Single receiver this time split wide to the right. Boss rolling to his right. He's trying to get the edge, fighting there for positive yardage as he's fighting with Ethan Hatfield. Looks like positive yards were gained, brought down by Hatfield, and going to be tackled just short of the line to gain of about 8 yards there on first down on the run by Boss.
3 by 1, 3 by 1, 3 by 1.
Boss in the backfield has Reed Crawford back there with him. Boss with a little short pass outside to Fager, and that is caught. He's pushed out of bounds down inside the 10-yard line. So it's going to set up first down and goal at about the 4-yard line for Osage City. Twin receivers split wide to the right, to the left. Waiting for the whistle to start play, I believe. Umpire standing over the ball. And now we've got a ready for go here from the referee. Actually, it's 3 receivers to the left. The give going to be up the middle, and it is driving forward. We'll see. Looks like he stopped just short of the line to gain. Reed Crawford, I believe, was the ball carrier on that one. And so it's going to be second down and goal now. The ball at the 1-yard line. Osage City knocking on the door here once again. Shotgun formation. Single receivers wide each side. Kind of a power look here. The give is to Crawford, and he plunges in from 1 yard out. So Osage City gets its second touchdown here of the first quarter. 3:03 remaining in quarter number 1. That was second down and goal, and it's Reed Crawford from 1 yard out. Again, the kicking unit comes out onto the team. Again, it's Caden Kirkpatrick who will attempt the point after here for Osage City. Snap is back. It's a bad snap, fire, and the pass falls incomplete. Kirkpatrick picked it up, tried to throw it out to the right, nobody there. And so the conversion failed. So the score here with 3:03 remaining, Osage City 13 and West Franklin 0. We'll keep it right here through this one. So West Franklin going to need to get something going offensively, move the ball down the field. Had a couple good runs there to open up the last drive. just stalled out. And again, with the injury to McCullough, to find a new long snapper, and the snap back to Martinez on the punt was bounced a couple times, and then Martinez unable to handle the bounce there. The ball does not bounce straight very often in football when it hits the ground, and he did his best back there to pick it up and try to get the kick away, but the pressure from Osage City was too much into the backfield, and they took over with the short field. So again, it's Rogers and McKenzie back deep. Once again here, Caleb McKenzie was close to breaking the last one. We'll see if they kick it towards him once again. Gunner Fort to kick it away. And actually, it's a little trickery there as Fort just stepped over it, and then Kirkpatrick kind of blooped it there. But a nice job by Wes Franklin to stay alert. Jaden Zesch with the return there, no return, made the catch and went to the ground. So again, good field position here. The ball at the 39-yard line. Osage City tried a little trickery there. Wes Franklin didn't buy it. Nice job to just cover that, and game possession. Wise is going to split out wide to the left this time. Gage Flager in the backfield, direct snap back to him, and he's wrapped up and thrown down there. I believe that was Dane Whalen in on the tackle. It's going to be a loss of about one as Flager took that snap and tried to follow his blockers to the right, but wrapped up and thrown down for the 1-yard loss. So second down and 11. A little bit of a change up there. Flager still in the back. Wise split to the right. McCullough, the short man, he's going to shift from right to left. Flager, the deep man behind center. The ball again to Flager. He's going to try the left side once again, and nothing there. This time will be stopped for another loss, a couple of yards. He'll be back to about the 36-yard line. So it's going to bring up third down and long here. They got to get it out to the 49, at least 13 yards, get it to the 50 for the first down. Flager going to jog to the sideline here as the play call comes in from Wes Franklin. So third down and 13 here. Wes Franklin coming out of the huddle and jogs up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Hatfield split wide to the left. McCullough under center. Take the snap. A roll to his right, back to pass. He's in trouble, and he'll be wrapped up and sacked. Back just inside the 30, probably at the 29-yard line. Might give him right at the 30. So another loss on the play is going to bring up fourth down and very long here, about 19 yards to go. Martinez back in punt formation. Again, it's Fager and Fort deep. Kick is away into the breeze. High kick. Fair catch called for at the 45 there by Fort. I believe that was McCullough down there on the coverage. So good news there for Wes Franklin. Hunter McCullough back into the ball game. Was creating some havoc there on the first drive for Osage City. Then had to come out there as he was dinged up on a touchdown pass play. So Osage City comes to the line of scrimmage. You're going to start first down and 10. The ball here at the 45-yard line of Osage City. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Turn in the give is going to be on the jet sweep to Anschutz. Anschutz going to try to get the edge. He's got it across the 50 and battling down to the 45. He got past the first wave of Falcon defenders there. It's going to be close to the line to gain. He's got to get across the 45, and they're going to mark him down just short of the 45. So it's second down and short here. 10 seconds remaining in quarter number one. Osage City going to run a play here. Bubble pass out to the right side. Anschutz makes a first and second man miss, and now he's got a little bit of daylight as he's going to take it down near the 30-yard line, maybe inside the 30, and that's how we're going to end the first quarter of play. The end of quarter number one, it is Osage City 13 and West Franklin 0. We're back in 60 seconds. You're listening to high school football on KOFO.com.
Advent Health Ottawa is keeping you safe by having all team members and visitors wear masks, practice social distancing strategies, taking temperature checks, and utilizing enhanced deep cleaning procedures. Your assistance and understanding are greatly appreciated because at Advent Health Ottawa, nothing is more important than you.
Bump set and spike your way into the ORC this fall. The ORC is currently registering for youth volleyball with our deadline on October 1st. Register online or in person, and be sure to check us out on Facebook. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
Hi, it's Derek Chappell talking with you today about Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. Kathy, Phil, and the staff at Sutton's Jewelry asked me to appeal to your creative side. So picture this. You've got those old jewelry pieces in a case you haven't opened in years. You take them out, blow the dust off, and drop them off at Sutton's Jewelry. Suddenly, that old ring becomes a new engagement ring. Those earrings are now part of a beautiful new necklace. Preserve the memory, but redesign the piece exactly as you want at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main. Now you know why they say you've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
And back here at Osage City, the Indians have the ball first down and 10. The ball at the 31-yard line of West Franklin. Osage City on top 13-0 here. So we get ready for play in quarter number two. Snap is back to Boss. He's going to roll to his left, looking to throw. He's going to flip it up into the air, and the defender slipped, and the pass is caught. I believe that's Anschutz on the catch. The West Franklin defender went to plant, and his foot slipped out from under him. So the pass was complete. So first down and goal with the ball at the 5-yard line here for Osage City. Indians coming out of the huddle this time. So that pass was caught by Tyler Sage. Twin receivers each side. Snap back to Boss, given to the big man, and he dives in. And just short of the line to gain, or the goal line there. Dane Whalen, they're putting in the jumbo package there as they brought in the big guy. Actually, Jacob Patrick, maybe. Actually, it is Whalen, 55 back there. And again, the give is to Whalen. This time going to try the left side. And waiting for a signal along the far side. It looks like he is just short. It's going to be third and goal, just inches to go for the touchdown here. And it looks like we're going to have a whistle and a timeout. It's going to be called by Osage City this time. So they brought in Dane Whalen into the backfield from the 5-yard line. He's got him down just inside the one, right at the 1-yard line on 2 carries. Whalen, All-State defensive lineman, usually plays on the line, but in this situation has moved into the backfield in this jumbo short yardage package. Nice job by West Franklin so far to keep him out. Third down and goal at the 1-yard line. See what Osage City's formation looks like. Looks like they're going to keep it the same, as Whalen is just behind Boss in the backfield. This time moved a couple of receivers in tight, just single receivers split wide each side. Boss again in the shotgun formation. And the give is to Whalen and tripped up in the backfield. Jesse James Martinez is going to stop him short, and maybe a loss of 1 on the play, as it's going to be 4th down and goal. And they're going to move it back out to at least the 2-yard line. So great job there by Jesse James Martinez. Shot through and tripped up the ball carrier in the backfield. Twin receivers this time going to split out wide to the left, single receiver to the right. And pass and thrown is caught, and that is caught by Sage. 2-yard touchdown pass for Osage City on 4th down and goal. It's a tough spot there for West Franklin. 9:56 remaining here in the first half. And again on is Kirkpatrick to attempt the point after. Snap back, placement down, kick on the way, and it is a high wobbling thing, and it misses left of the upright. So the kick is failed, and the score is now Osage City 19, West Franklin 0. So Sage gets us a touchdown pass from 2 yards out. West Franklin defensive front did a nice job. It was 1st and goal at the 5. Ball got carried down to the 1 and backed up to the 2. Osage City went for the pass. It was a tough catch by Sage on a kind of a quick slant action there, a little hook route right inside the goal line. He was able to maintain the catch, and it's 19-0. So Fort will kick it away again. It looks like Rogers and McKenzie are going to go back deep. See if Osage City tries anything goofy again, like they did on the last kickoff, but West Franklin was ready for that. Again, McKenzie almost broke one earlier, and now Osage City kicking into that south wind. And it's a short kick there, and it will be an onside kick recovered by Osage City at the 44-yard line of West Franklin. Fort just pushed that forward. It definitely went across the 10 yards, and the front 5 there for West Franklin was retreating, expecting a deep kick. And Osage City will recover, and actually the ball will be spotted at the 42-yard line. So immediately the ball goes right back to Osage City. Twin receivers on the near side, single receiver on the far side. Empty backfield here as Landon Boss stands alone in the backfield. Man coming in motion. Jet sweep here, handoff to Luke Neary, and going to get inside the 30-yard line before he's tripped up. That'll be enough for the Osage City first down as Neary came in motion from the right slot, went on the jet sweep run to the left, cut it upfield, and good enough for the first down. No huddle again. Same look from Osage City as Boss stands in the backfield all by himself now. Saw receivers switch from left to right. Snap up to Boss. Looks like it's quarterback run here. He's going to go to his right. Makes the first group miss. Now into the secondary. Inside the 10-yard line. Fighting will be pushed out of bounds at about the 8-yard line by West Franklin. But it's good for another Osage City first down. And quickly Osage City back into a first and goal situation here. Cameron Wise able to get down and make the tackle on that one. Twin receivers right, single receiver left. Erie going in motion and jet sweep give to him, being strung out there nicely by Hatfield, but it cuts upfield, and Neary is in for the touchdown for Osage City. So the 9:08 remaining here in the half, and just 48 seconds. Osage City with 2 touchdowns. And have extended their lead. It's now 25-0 with the extra point upcoming here. Snap is back. Placement down. Kick is on the way. And this one is true. And so the score 26-0. Osage City here with 9:08 remaining. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more high school football action from here at Osage City High School. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
Stop by the Yellow Dog Quilt Company in Pomona for a full range of beautiful fabrics, patterns, classes, and supplies. Everything you need to create tomorrow's heirlooms. Personal service and advice for all of your projects. At 117 Franklin, Pomona.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
And back here at Osage City High School, 26-0, 9:08 remaining in the first half. Osage City to kick it away. This time we'll kick it deep into the wind, taken and muffed there, but picked up by West Franklin. That's Travell Froggett on the return of about 5 yards. And West Franklin will start at their own 25-yard line here on this drive. So the Falcons give up 2 scores, but never actually had possession of the football in between them there after the onside kick and recovery by Osage City. So West Franklin will start first down and 10 with the ball at the 25-yard line. Twin receiver is going to go out to the right. McCullough, and has it taken away from him as he tried to hand it off. And Osage City has the possession, and they're going to be back in business here, and it looks like it's just outside the 10-yard line. Dane Whalen in the backfield just almost took that handoff away from McCullough, and it is first down and goal at the 10-yard line for Osage City. So the Osage City offense back to work here. Boss in the backfield takes the snap. He's going to turn, fake the handoff to Littrell. He's going to roll to his right. Now passes, and it is caught there for the touchdown. I believe that is Nick Bailey with the catch there. So Bailey catches his first touchdown pass. And so in a minute and 5 seconds on the game clock, Osage City 3 touchdowns here in the second quarter. 32-0 with the extra point upcoming here. Snap back, placement down, kick on the way. This one is also good by Kirkpatrick. And so it is now 33-0 Osage City. And in quick fashion have put 3 touchdowns on the board here early in the second quarter. And have really spread it out here early. So the first real turnover of the ball game just occurred, but it was Osage City's pressure right through the middle as they got into the backfield quickly, and McCullough didn't even really have a chance to even hand that off or find some space. Ball taken from him and returned down to the 10-yard line, and on the first and goal, it was a 10-yard touchdown pass to Bailey. Get this lead. This time Rogers and McKenzie are the deep men here for West Franklin. Ford approaches and kicks it away. Line drive kick this time going to be taken by Rogers at the 15-yard line. He's going to work to his left. Now tries to cut it back in. He's out to about the 30. Stood up there, and he'll be dragged down at about the 31-yard line. So 16 yards on the return. That's where West Franklin will take over and start this possession. So first and 10. Ball outside the 30-yard line. The nose of the ball just short of the 31. West Franklin breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage here. 8:43 remaining first quarter. Burns, the wide receiver, split to the right. Cola going to go on a reverse here to McKenzie. He's trying to find the edge, but there's nothing there as he'll be tackled down for a loss back at about the 25-yard line. So going to be a loss of 5 on the play, bring up second down and 15. Pressure right up the middle here from Osage City. Creating a little havoc on that offensive front of West Franklin. Falcons come to the line of scrimmage here. This time going to split receivers wide each side. Y is in the backfield. Ryan McCullough under center. McCullough now will stand up and take a timeout. West Franklin's third timeout here in the first half. We'll keep it right here through this one. There's 7:55 remaining here in the first half. Osage City 33, West Franklin nothing. And the Falcons have run one play between 3 scores of Osage City, who scored with 9:56 remaining here in the first half on a 2-yard pass to Sage, a 7-yard touchdown run after the onside kick by Neely on first and goal with 9:08 remaining, and then with 8:51 remaining after the fumbled is a 10-yard touchdown pass to Bailey. Osage City, again, has scored a lot in the previous 2 weeks coming in here, 53 versus Council Grove and 45 versus Mission Valley. And already 33 points here in the first half with 7:55 remaining to go before halftime. Osage City only able to get 15 points up against Linden in week number 1, but since then the offense has just been clicking on all cylinders. Give is going to be to Wise. Wise going to try just off the left guard. Not much there. He's able to get it out to about the 27-yard line, so pick up of a couple there on second down and 16, so it's going to bring up third down and about 14 yards to go as they got to get the ball out across the 40-yard line. And it's been that blitzing through the middle that has caused a lot of issues for West Franklin so far in the first half. So they're just putting more people in there than West Franklin really has to block to get anything going. Cole takes a snap, and he's going to try it himself. Nothing there as he stood up immediately, and it'll be a loss of 1 on the play as the ball is back to the 25-yard line, so it's going to bring up fourth down and 16 yards to go, or long 15 in this situation. Jesse James Martinez getting back into punt formation as West Franklin doesn't want to turn it over this deep in their own territory. Garrett Fager back deep here for Osage City. Snap is back. Martinez kick is away. High kick and a bound down about the 48-yard line, and will roll dead at about the 50. So 25 yards there on the punt, and Osage City will take over at the 50-yard line here with 6:17 remaining to go in the first half. Osage City going to three receivers to the right, single receiver wide to the left. Boss all alone, shotgun in the backfield. Actually, twin receivers now. Littrell coming in motion from left to right. Jet sweep action here, cuts it up, and he's going to gain about one on the play as he's tackled down at about the 49, maybe the 48-yard line. It's going to be a long 8, short 9 situation here. We're going to call it 2nd down and 9. In an empty backfield with twin receivers left. Trips to the right. Boss awaits the snap. He looks to his left. There's going to keep it himself. Now he's trying to create some room. Gets by the first man and able to pick up positive yards. He'll be tackled short of the 40-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 6 on the play. Each Flagger brings him down at the 41. Got to get to the 39-yard line for the first down. So 3rd down and a long 1, short 2 situation here. Osage City will keep it spread out, empty backfield with Landon Boss in the backfield by himself. Takes the shotgun snap. He's going to keep it again, going to the left. He's got first down into the secondary, and he'll be tackled down just short of the 30-yard line, maybe out of about the 32. That's enough for an Indian first down as Osage City keeps the drive alive on that quarterback keeper run there by Landon Boss. Osage City still going with the empty backfield once again. Boss looks over to the sideline for the play call. Now barks out the signals. Neary coming in motion. It's a jet sweep give to Neary, and he's able to cut it upfield. Going to gain yardage down inside the 30 before he's tackled down there. It's going to be a gain of 4, maybe 5 on the play. Bring up 2nd down situation here for Osage City. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 here for Osage City. Again, twins left, trips right. Snap, fake, and rolling out to his right. Boss going to throw deep towards the end zone. The pass falls incomplete into double coverage there. Nice job by West Franklin as they had the receiver covered up there. So 3rd down and 6 here. Again, the ball 29-yard line of West Franklin. Probably 4-down territory here for Osage City.
Four by one.
This time they're going to send 4 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Boss all alone in the backfield. Again, he is looking to pass, throws it out here into the flat on the right-hand side, and it is caught for a gain of maybe 1 on the play as the pass is complete there to Reed Crawford. So it's 4th down and 5 for Osage City. The offense stays out on the field here. On the near side, they've got 3 wide receivers, single receiver to the left, and Crawford in the backfield, linking Boss to his left. Snap to Boss. Boss looking to his left, throws, and it's caught there by Fort, and he breaks into the secondary, and a touchdown there, 28-yard touchdown pass from Landon Boss to Gunnar Fort. And Osage City adds another one here with 3:22 remaining in the second quarter. That time it was 4th and 5. A little bit of a slant there, caught by Gunnar Fort, and he took it the distance. Snapped his back, kick is away from Kirkpatrick, is up, and it is good. So the score here with 3:22 remaining in the first half is Osage City 40 and West Franklin 0. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more of your first half action from here in Osage City. I'm Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
And welcome back here to Osage City. Luke Queen bringing you the action. It is Osage City 40 and West Franklin 0. Indians dominated here in quarter number 2. Their 4th touchdown of the quarter as they pushed it out to a 40-point lead. Back deep for West Franklin to receive this kick. Travell Froggatt and number 23, Trey Rogers. Gunnar Fort to kick it away once again. Last one was a little low-line drive kick. There still is a pretty stiff breeze coming out of the south. Fort kicking into it. Rogers will take this one at the 15-yard line. He's working his way up the left side. He's out across the 25 and will be dragged down there at the 26-yard line. So West Franklin will take over first down and 10 with the ball at the 26. Brecken Bowen in on the tackle on special teams for Osage City. So West Franklin has the ball first down and 10 here, 3:17 remaining in the first half. Coming out of the huddle, Cameron Wise going to line up wide to the right. H. Flager in the shotgun formation. Actually, it's McCullough, and he's in a little bit of trouble here. Gets out of the first man. Now he's going to throw it, looking downfield, trying to get the ball to Hatfield. A nice job there by McCullough. He made the first man miss as he was about to be tackled for a loss. Rolled out of that and then able to get the pass off downfield, but it does fall incomplete. So it'll be second down and 10 for West Franklin. Good coverage downfield by Osage City, but Hatfield was down there in the area. They just could not make the connection. Again, Wise is going to split out wide to the right. Flager and McCullough in the backfield. And the snap back to McCullough. He's going to keep it himself, and he's just tripped up as he started to break through the front of Osage City. Going to pick up 3 as he's out to the 30. Bring up third down and 7 here for West Franklin. 2:50 remaining in the first half. Falcons come out of the huddle here. This time Wise is going to go split wide to the left. Back box there now. Osage City will back out of it. McCullough tries to keep it, and a combination tackle there by Anschutz and Whalen for Osage City. And it'll be a loss of a couple, so 4th down and 9 here for West Franklin. And Falcons out of timeouts. We'll see. It looks like they are going to run the punting unit out onto the field. Fager and Fort going back to receive the kick here from Jesse James Martinez of West Franklin. Snap is back, and Martinez gives the kick away. Good kick there as it's over the head of the receivers. Player picks it up. He makes a first-man miss. Now he gets wrapped up, and he'll be brought down at the 35-yard line. A nice job there by Ethan Hatfield on the coverage. Osage City will start this drive with 1:29 remaining in the first half, 40-0 lead at their own 35-yard line. This quick strike offense can move it fast. 65 yards to go here. West Franklin defense was stout early. See if they can get a stop here, as they will get the ball to open the second half. Twin receivers each side. Snap back to Boss. He's looking to pass, looking left. Pass is on the way, wide open over there. Along the far side is Nick Bailey. And Bailey was in the slot on the right, ran a short crossing route of about 8 yards and found himself wide open, and the ball is moved all the way into Falcon territory at about the 39-yard line. First down and 10, Osage City. Indians line up, twin receivers to the right. Now Bailey moving to his right. Now we'll turn and move back to his left, so twins each side. Loss takes the snap. He's going to follow blockers to his left. Makes the first man miss. Now tries to cut it back and falls forward for a gain of about 6, maybe 7 on the play. So second down, a long 3, short 4 situation here for Osage City. Clock running under 60 seconds remaining here in the first half. Twin receivers to the right, twin receivers left. Boss takes the shotgun snap. He's back to pass, looking to his right. Pass is on the way and intercepted by Cameron Wise at the 30-yard line, and he'll return it out to about the 35. So Cameron Wise with the interception and the 5-yard return. Nice job there as he backpedaled into that passing lane and was right where Voss was intending that pass to go. With 44.7 remaining in the half, it is first down and 10. The ball at the West Franklin 35-yard line, and the Falcons have the possession. Bailey going to split wide to the left side here. Wise going to be in the backfield. McCullough going to go under center. McCullough takes the snap, gives Wise, fighting through the first line of tacklers. Going to gain about 4 on the play as he's out to the just shy of the 40-yard line. It'll be second down and 6. The ball's got to get to across the 45 for the first down. 25 seconds remaining here in the half. West Franklin going to send single receivers each side. Cola under center, takes the snap, drops back to pass, in trouble here. And as he tries to fight forward, he'll be tackled down for a loss on the play of a couple. And that'll probably do it for the first half. And it will. And we have reached halftime here at Osage City with the Osage City Indians leading over the West Franklin Falcons by a score of 40-0. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back with your halftime show after this. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
Kramer Pharmacy knows that right now it's all about safety and convenience. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts reminding you that you can park out front and call 242-0240 and we'll bring your prescription out or pick up your written script to be filled. We also want you to know about our new Saturday hours from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can still get the same weekday service from 9 to 7, and if you still aren't ready to get out and about, you can always take advantage of our free delivery service. Kramer Pharmacy open 9 to 7 weekdays and Saturday from 9 to 2 at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa.
At the Yellow Dog Quilt Company, they offer a range of classes for all skill levels. For information about classes, sales, and other events, check out their Facebook page. Everything you need to create tomorrow's heirlooms. Yellow Dog Quilt Company, 117 Franklin, Pomona.
Buy all your metal supplies from QSI. They not only sell steel and trim, but also windows, screws, underlayment, caulking, lumber, windows, doors, and much, much more. Visit us in Richmond or give us a call at 785-835-6100.
And welcome back to Osage City High School. Luke Queen with you here this evening. We're at halftime of the Game of the Week as West Franklin has traveled here to Osage City and actually serving as the home team in this ball game. But in the first half, it's been all Osage City, especially in the second quarter. 4 second-quarter touchdowns. They got 3 of them in a span of 1 minute and 5 seconds on the game clock. And they lead it big here over West Franklin, 40-0. Statistically, in the first half, West Franklin able to get 10 first downs. Osage City was 17, 23 carries for 125 yards rushing in the first half for Osage City, 15 carries for 7 yards in the half for West Franklin. Osage City also completed 11 of 14 first-half passes for 150 yards. They've ran 37 total plays to West Franklin's 19 here in the first half. Total yards, Osage City 275, and West Franklin only 7 total first-half yards here this evening. But at one stretch, Osage City went down and scored the first touchdown of the second quarter to go up 19-0 after the kick failed. And then it was an onside kick recovered quickly by Osage City. And in just 48 seconds, scored once again, this time a nearly 7-yard touchdown run. Kick was good that time. And then on the first play from scrimmage, a fumble by West Franklin. And Osage City had first and goal at the 10 and scored on the first play of the drive. That was the 1-and-5-second stretch in that second quarter where the score went from 13-0 to 33-0 really quickly. Osage City added a 28-yard touchdown pass with 3:22 to go in the first half. Kick was good on that one, and that is how we stand at 40-0. In the first half, Landon Boss, quarterback for Osage City, he's 11 for 14, 150 yards, 4 touchdown passes, and 1 INT. That INT was late in the first half. Cameron Wise picking it off there right before halftime to stop the last Osage City drive, but West Franklin unable to do much there. They only had 45 seconds in which to try and go 65 yards, and then just kind of decided not to take too big of a risk there in that situation. Receiving leaders for Osage City, Gunnar Fort, he has 2 catches for 53 yards and 2 touchdowns. Luke Neary has 3 catches for 48 yards. Tyler Sage, he's got 3 catches, 28 yards and 1 touchdown. Neary has 3 carries for 26 yards to get his touchdown. Rushing the ball, looks like leading the way is Landon Boss, who's had about 6 carries for 60 yards. Luke Neary, 3 carries, 26 yards and a touchdown. Running back Brody Littrell, he's got 7 carries. He's got 20 yards so far in the first half. Keegan Ann shoots a carry for 9. Reed Crawford, a couple carries for 5 yards. Carrying the football for West Franklin, Cameron Wise leads the way with 5 carries for 30 yards. Lance McCullough has 5 carries for 1 yard. Gage Flager, a couple carries, and as well as Caleb McKenzie with 3, both tackled for loss on all their rushes. So, again, it has not been a great first half for West Franklin, but it has been all Osage City here as they lead it 40-0 here at halftime. We're going to take a break. We're going to send it back to the studio. When we get back, we're going to try and catch up on some scores from around the area, most of them probably getting to the halftime area, but we're going to try and catch up with those after this 60-second timeout. You're listening to Game of the Week Halftime Show here on KOFO.com.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Stop by the Yellow Dog Quilt Company in Pomona for a full range of beautiful fabrics, patterns, classes, and supplies. Everything you need to create tomorrow's heirlooms. Personal service and advice for all of your projects. At 117 Franklin, Pomona.
Yeah, welcome back to the KOFO High School Game of the Week, Osage City and West Franklin. It has been all Osage City here in the first half as they lead it 40-0, outgaining West Franklin in the first half, 275 yards to 7 total yards in the first half. A couple area scores that we are trying to keep an eye on at halftime. In Mound City, it is Central Heights 12 and Jayhawk Lynn 0. Again, the Vikings 2-1 on the season, looking to go to 3-1. We're supposed to be down in Northeast Arma tonight, and the game got canceled there. Jayhawk Lynn was supposed to be hosting Wellsville, but also due to the COVID-19 pandemic, that game had been canceled, so the two schools decided to get together and play in Mound City, and the Vikings have gone over and gotten on top early in that ball game, or at halftime, actually. It is Central Heights 12, Jayhawk Lynn 0. So a great job by the Viking defense so far in that ball game, pitching a shutout through the first half. A couple other area scores in the Frontier League, Lewisburg and Piper. It's Lewisburg 14, Piper 6. That game's still in the first half. Tonganoxie 14 and Eudora 8. Also second quarter scores from both of those. I've yet to see if either of those have gone to halftime yet. But again, one that we're definitely keeping an eye on for Game of the Week purposes is the Central Heights and Jayhawk Lynn, where the Vikings lead 12-0 over the Jayhawks in Mound City. Halftime here, it is Osage City 40 and West Franklin 0. Osage City got on the board first with 6:55 remaining in quarter number one. It was a 25-yard touchdown pass from Landon Boss to Gunnar Fort. Reed Crawford with a 1-yard touchdown run with 3:03 remaining in the first quarter. Kick was failed that time, and it was 13-0. Early in the second quarter, 2-yard touchdown pass from Boss to Tyler Sage on 4th and goal made the score 19-0. Just 48 seconds later, it was Luke Neary with a 7-yard run. Kick was good to make it 26-0. And at 8:51, a 10-yard touchdown pass on 1st and goal. Again from Boss, this time to Bailey, and made it 33-0. And then the 28-yard touchdown pass from Boss to Fort once again, this time on 4th and 5 with 3:22 remaining in the half to make it 40-0. So it's been all Osage City again outgaining West Franklin by a large margin in the first half, and we'll see what adjustments are made at halftime here as West Franklin will start with the football in the second half. Need to get something going offensively. Cameron Wise has run the ball 5 times for 30 yards, but as far as getting anything going, it was the defensive pressure up front in the middle by Osage City. As a couple times were in the backfield. Once they even stole the handoff away. A couple other times it was as if Lance McCullough didn't even have time to get a handoff to his running back, and Osage City was already in the backfield bringing McCullough down. A couple nicked up West Franklin players in the first half. Hunter McCullough came out for a little while, was doing a great job up front early, took that little nick and has not quite been the same. But expect West Franklin to come out with something here offensively, see if they can just get anything going opening up the second half. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have more from here at Osage City High School. I'm Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting our local schools. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
Kramer Pharmacy knows that right now it's all about safety and convenience. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts reminding you that you can park out front and call 242-0240 and we'll bring your prescription out or pick up your written script to be filled. We also want you to know about our new Saturday hours from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can still get the same weekday service from 9 to 7, and if you still aren't ready to get out and about, you can always take advantage of our free delivery service. Kramer Pharmacy open 9 to 7 weekdays and Saturday from 9 to 2 at 134 South Main in downtown Ottawa.
And back here once again at Osage City High School. Luke Queen with you at the halftime show of the KOFO High School Game of the Week. It is Osage City 40 and West Franklin nothing here at half in Osage City. The game originally scheduled to be at Ottawa University, but as we all know, and we've been working with a lot more this week than previous times at KOFO, is everything's changing, and it changes almost every few minutes anymore. So we found out with Ottawa University and their COVID-19 protocols and the things going on over there, they did not want extra people and fans on the university campus, so they've moved the game with West Franklin field under construction. Osage City is playing host and also is the visiting team on the scoreboard. They're up 40-0 here on their home field as the visitors here at halftime. Another local score that is at halftime we want to keep an eye on is Girard. The Trojans are leading over the Bulldogs from Anderson County by a score of 14-0 at the half. Anderson County undefeated so far on the season. I believe they were scheduled to play Iola next week, and so this game against Girard, with Iola being in quarantine for the next 2 weeks, not playing tonight and will not play next week, we'll see what Anderson County can do in the second half of that football game as they come in undefeated so far on the season. We had that thriller last week with them in Wellsville down to the last 12 seconds. And Anderson County able to punch in a 2-point conversion there to get the 22-21 victory. Again, Wellsville off for a couple weeks due to COVID as well. Game with Jayhawk Lynn that was supposed to be tonight is canceled, and there's no makeup date scheduled for that one. Northeast Arma canceled their game with Central Heights, so the Vikings went over to Mound City and leading 12-0 at halftime over there. Wellsville off this week. Next week supposed to play down in Eureka in a game that we were going to cover here, but it looks like that game might be played on Tuesday, October the 6th. West Franklin scheduled to play Eureka that same week on Friday night. So we'll have to see how these things all kind of play themselves out. I was also told that Humboldt is currently quite possibly not playing, at least it might be the other team or something, but might be in the situation as well. I mean, all these teams from around the state doing their best to keep these kids on the field and keep them all safe, and it is not the easiest task going right now, but doing their best. These two teams here playing at halftime, it is Osage City 40 and West Franklin nothing. Again, when we come back after half, Osage City going to kick this off to West Franklin. So West Franklin there at the end of the half had the ball with 65 yards to go and just under 45 seconds to do it, and didn't get, too committed, didn't try to get to the air too much, and just letting the time run out. They did throw a pass downfield intended for Hatfield. It was broken up, and then it looked like Lance McCullough was in looking to roll out and make a pass on the last play. He was tackled down inbounds, and then they just let the clock roll out to avoid a further turnover, knowing they're going to get the ball here to open up the second half. But it is been all Osage City here in the first half as they lead it 40-0. We're going to take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll be ready for action in the second half from here at Osage City. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
At the Yellow Dog Quilt Company, they offer a range of classes for all skill levels. For information about classes, sales, and other events, check out their Facebook page. Everything you need to create tomorrow's heirlooms. Yellow Dog Quilt Company, 117 Franklin, Pomona.
Let's get back to business with Local IQ. Get the power of a national expert marketing team combined with deep roots in 260 communities, making them the partner you need to jumpstart your journey to full recovery. Results matter now more than ever, and Local IQ provides uniquely engaged local audiences, industry-leading technology, intelligent creative design, deep digital marketing expertise, and insights from partnering with hundreds of thousands of businesses nationwide. Talk to Stephen Bradley, your local IQ marketing expert today at 785-242-4700, extension 108.
And welcome back here once again to Osage City High School. We're getting ready to get underway in half number 2. At halftime, it is Osage City 40 and West Franklin 0. Another quick update on a halftime score. Linden traveled down to Northern Heights, take on the Wildcats down in Allen this evening, and they are up 42-0 at halftime. So another area team up at the half. See if I get any updates here as I'm looking through them.
That was the dad that was open.
At halftime in Paola, it's Paola 55, Ottawa 7. Again, the most recent score I've gotten from down in Girard is Girard 14, Anderson County nothing. I was talking about possibly that Eureka or Humboldt might not be playing, but it's actually Eureka 11 and Humboldt 6 at halftime is the score that I am seeing. So that game is being played. So West Franklin comes out onto the field here. They will start on offense here in the second half. They are going to be driving north to south, left to right on your radio dial. And as I look at it, going into the breeze, which still, as I look at the flags outside the press box, still blowing pretty good out of the south. Kick is taken here. Terrell Froggatt at the 10. He's going to work to his left side. He's out across the 20-25 and tackled down near the 30. So a good return there by Terrell Froggatt. as West Franklin will start this first possession of the second half. Looks like at their own 30-yard line. Again, the methodical work here of West Franklin as they get ready to go in the second half. To try to get something moving offensively, just 7 first-half total yards statistically. So under center, in motion. Give is going to be to Wise, but we've got a false start here called against West Franklin. I am not mistaken, that might be the first penalty flag of the evening here to open up the second half. Very clean first half. The ball back at the 25-yard line now, so it'll be first down and 15 here for the Falcons. Hatfield split wide to the right this time. Wise in the backfield. Snap is to McCullough. He's going to take it to the left side, and not a whole lot there as Osage City kind of strung that one out on the give to Wise. And there is a West Franklin player down on the field.
Who is it?
Cannot tell exactly who the player is. Looks like they're talking to him and kind of working that left leg. It might just be a cramp situation here. And so did see movement from the arms. Just one coach out with him. Osage City players have taken a knee now. West Franklin was back in their huddle, has done the same thing, and also along the far sideline. Not quite sure what the injury may be here. It was quite a big pile over there as with Wise on the carry, so it could have just been getting rolled up on and never feels good for sure. Hopefully it's just a minor, maybe a cramp or something like that, as it looks like they're massaging the calf area of the player that is down. Not quite sure exactly who it is. Officials have not told the teams to go to their sideline, and now it is Burns. Dustin Burns was the player that was down, and he's helped up to his feet, walking gingerly on his left leg, which looked to be the one that they were working on there. He's able to get himself to the sideline. Hopefully Dustin will be able to get that taken care of and get back in. Be second down here and 17, the ball inside the 25-yard line. Got to get it out across the 40 for the first down. Second single receiver going to be split to the left. Going to be carry up the middle again, and again, not much there as the defensive front. The football is in the hands of Osage City, but it looks like the play was whistled dead, so it's going to stay with West Franklin. Marked the ball just short of the 25-yard line, so again, a third down and long situation here, about 16 yards to go for West Franklin. Time Wise going to split wide to the right. Shotgun pass along the far sideline, and it was intercepted by Osage City. They just tried to throw the fly pattern, and it's Garrett Fager coming up with the INT. The pass from McCullough picked off. So with 10:28 remaining here in the third quarter, our first turnover of the second half. Each team had one in the first half. McCullough had a fumble, which turned into points, and Cameron Wise with the interception right before halftime for West Franklin. Twins each side. That's going to turn and give to the first man through in the back. That is number 16, Brody Luttrell with the carry. He's going to gain about 5, maybe 6 as they started this drive. First down and 10, just inside their own 40-yard line. It's out across the 45, so let's give him 6. Second down and 4 here. Twin receivers each side. Again, Luttrell in the backfield with Boss. Again, the give is going to be to Luttrell. He's going to go left side again. He stops short of the line to gain, I do believe, as he's tackled down at the 46 after a positive gain there. Jesse James Martinez diving through to trip up Luttrell, and it'll be third down and short here for Osage City. Indians starting off the run here a couple times. Boss in the shotgun, Luttrell with him, direct snap to Luttrell. He's going to try it, but he stopped short there. Hatfield, Martinez, and Flager in on the tackle. They're going to stop him for a loss of a couple on the play. It's going to be fourth down and a long 2 here for Osage City. Looks like they're going to go for it once again. A nice job there by the linebacking core for West Franklin to read that direct snap. Boss takes the snap. He's going to keep it, go left side himself, follow his blockers. He's across the 45 and now driving down to about the 42-yard line, so he's got enough there for the first down. Wise and Martinez in on the tackle there that time for West Franklin.
He was getting another ride on the way to the train.
And in Boss, twin receivers each side. Crawford in the back with him. He's going to give it there to Reed Crawford. He goes right side. He's into the secondary. Ball fumbled on the ground, and it looks like it'll be recovered by Osage City. Garrett Fager able to fall on that football. Crawford had about 10 yards and then was hit. The ball popped loose. West Franklin unable to jump on that as Fager was the man, the right place at the right time. Snap back to Boss, looking to pass. Quick pass to his right, out to Fager. Caught. He breaks away from the first man, and he'll be stacked up and tackled down after a gain of about 13, maybe 14 yards on the far side of the field. Inside the 15-yard line down to about the maybe the 13-yard line. So first down and 10 here for Osage City. They're driving it into the red zone once again. Boss in the shotgun formation. Twin receivers each side. Boss takes a snap, quick pass here to the left-hand side, and not a whole lot there as the pass was complete to Tyler Sage. Might have been able to dive forward for a yard at most. Good job there by Trey Rogers to slow him down, and as he tried to wrap him up, Sage just dove forward to avoid the tackle. I say it was just to the line of scrimmage, so second down and 10. Again, twin receivers each side. Boss with Anschutz in the backfield. Going to give it to Anschutz. Not a whole lot there as he's going to fight through the initial tackle. Now stood up at the 10-yard line. So a gain of about 2 maybe on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Kind of switching backs and receivers and positions does Osage City. Single receiver split wide out to the right-hand side. Trip receivers to the short side on the left. Boss has Anschutz with him. Boss going to try and keep it himself and just run to the right. Nothing there. Nice job by Flager for West Franklin as he held that in and then took down Boss for a loss of 1 on the play. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 8 in this situation for Osage City. All just outside the 10 would be about a 28, 30-yard field goal. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out on the field. 3 receivers left, single receiver to the right. Boss takes the snap, looking to his right, rolling. Now passes complete and caught near the goal line and touchdown. Garrett Fager with the touchdown catch there. 10-yard touchdown pass for Osage City to Fager. His first of the night, 5:39 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And with the extra point upcoming, it is 46-0. Another Falcon player down on the field. It was 4th down and 8 there. Hopefully it's just another cramp. It's kind of been a difficult spot for me to see what they're treating there. It actually does look like that. It would be what they're treating. And that was Burns again, who was suffering from cramps earlier in the half. We'll try to get some fluids into him once again. See if they can get Dustin Burns back out onto the field. So Kirkpatrick will line up for the point after. Once again for Osage City. Out of the hold of Brecken Bowen. Snap is back, placement down, the kick is on the way, and it is no good as he was pulled that one a little bit to the left, but the score Osage City 46 and West Franklin 0 with 5:39 remaining here in quarter number 3. West Franklin again trying to get something going offensively. This defensive front for Osage City is fast, and they have been darting through using the run blitz a lot here right up the middle this evening. Just kind of putting too many people in there for West Franklin to block. It is a tough challenge for the West Franklin defense, or excuse the offensive line. We'll see. Does not look like Gunnar Fort back there to kick this one away, so trying to get that number. It is a number in the 70s for Osage City to kick this one away. Number 78 is Bowen Rummold to kick this one away for Osage City. Rummold approaches the ball, kick is away. Got a big foot on him, taken by Rogers at about the 12-yard line. Makes a first-man miss, and he's out across the 20 down to about the 25-yard line. So 13 yards on the return there from Rogers. On the big boot from Rummold. Again, Rummold kicking from south to north, so he does have that nice breeze with him, but it was a good kick there to open it up. The ball spotted 26-yard line. Nose of the football on the 26. Got to get out across the 36 for the first down. First down and 10 here. Hatfield going to split wide to the right. Wise in the backfield. Mike Burns is not out there right now. Trey Rogers, tight right situation here. He's going to go in motion. Snap is going to be kept by Flager. He's whipped down, and a fumble on the play, and it's going to be recovered by Osage City. So Flager comes in and was wrapped up immediately again. Really didn't have time to even get out of from under center as he turned to start his run and was wrapped up, slung down. Ball ended up on the turf, and Osage City falls on it. 5:28 remaining here in the third. Osage City 46-0, and they're going to take over here. First down and 10 just inside their own 20-yard line. Snap is back, and it's a fumbled handoff, but recovered by Osage City in the backfield. New quarterback in for Osage City. I believe that's number 3, Jaden Bolliard. Trying to get the numbers of the new players in for Osage City here. Actually, that is number 5, Tyler Sage, who's back in at quarterback. He looks to his left to pass, doesn't have anything there. Now tucks it like he's going to run, and he's met by a couple West Franklin defenders, able to fight forward from maybe back to the line of scrimmage or a yard. It's going to be third down and long here. They're down at about 16 for Osage City. Well placed down at the 26-yard line. Got to get down inside the 10 for the first. Snap is back, and the give to Handshoots. He cuts it forward. He gets it down positive yards down to about the 15-yard line. So a gain of about 11 there on third and 18 is going to bring up fourth down and 7 here for Osage City. So Sage in at quarterback now for Osage City. The starters look like they're coming out for the Indians. And we've got movement in the flag here. And we'll see if... Couldn't see the official there. And West Franklin is walking back, and it's going to be 5 yards. Encroachment call here, so it's going to be fourth down and 2 now for West Franklin. The ball moves down near the 10-yard line. Got to get it down to about the 8. Pressure coming. Pass is caught out along the outside there. And it is into the end zone. Touchdown. This time it is Sage as he completes the pass to Caden Kirkpatrick for a 10-yard touchdown. So Kirkpatrick with his first touchdown of the evening here. 3:21 remaining in quarter number 3. Touchdown pass for Sage. They're going to line up Kirkpatrick to attempt the extra point. Kick is up and on its way, and this one is good. So Kirkpatrick adds the extra point, and the score is now Osage City 53, West Franklin 0. That was drive set up after the fumble. Another short field for Osage City, and they were able to capitalize there. West Franklin will receive the kick here. 3:21 remaining in the third quarter. Falcons meeting over along their sideline, getting the personnel set and ready to get out onto the field. And it is Bowen Rummel that will go back to kick this one off. Eureka now up on Humboldt in the third quarter, 17-6. Prairie View and Burlington in a battle, 16 all in the third. Girard still leading over Anderson County, 14-0. This one taken by Trey Rogers. He's going to try the right side now, cuts it back. He's going to get out across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. That's where this drive will start for West Franklin. Piper and Lewisburg. Flip-flop score there as Lewisburg was up at halftime, but it's now Piper 21 and Lewisburg 14. Holtby up on Uniontown 27-2. That game also in the third quarter. Still trying to find another score for Central Heights here when we can. Again, at halftime, it was Central Heights 12 and Jayhawk Lynn nothing. Still trying to keep an eye on that one for sure. I want to keep our area teams updated. Look straight up the middle run there. Nothing doing on that run. Flager with the carry. Nothing going there. He might lost about a half a yard according to the chain gang on the far side of the field. The only thing different is Osage City, the home team, or the hosting as the visiting team, is still on their normal home sideline, and also the chain gang this time is actually in front of the home team, which is unlikely the case usually. Flager going to try the right side this time. Not a whole lot there. Maybe gain a couple yards on the play, and it'll bring up third down and long here for West Franklin. Third down and 9 coming up here for the Falcons. Trailing big in a game that has been dominated here by Osage City, 53-0. 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. West Franklin comes to the line of scrimmage again. Plager going under center. Got Wise in the backfield behind him. Like they're going to give right up the middle, try and push the pile forward. There's some positive yards there as Osage City tries to rip the ball out. It's out across the 30 to the 31. Fourth down and about 5 here for the Falcons. So Cameron Wise on the carry there. Another positive gain for Cameron on the night. Led the way rushing in the first half. Continues to do so here in the second half. So fourth down and 5 here, and looks as though West Franklin has got their offensive unit out there. Plager over near the sideline, awaiting the play call quite possibly. McCullough also standing over there. And now the countdown is on, and we've got a whistle and a timeout probably going to be called. Here it is by West Franklin. Their first time out of the second half with 39.8 seconds remaining to go here in the third quarter. And with the point spread rules, West Franklin have to score a couple times here before the clock would stop in the fourth quarter. Trying to come up with the right play call on fourth down and 5 here in the third quarter with just under 40 seconds remaining. So the teams have met on the sidelines, now jogging back out. And now Jesse James Martinez will drop back into punt formation. trying to pick up the number of the Osage City receiver back here. Just don't have a good angle to pick up the number back deep. Snap is back, and the punt is blocked by Osage City back at the 20-yard line. It looked like Brody Littrell getting in, blocking that punt, and Osage City will take over right around the 20-yard line as Littrell just darted through right up the middle and came up with that block. So Osage City will get the ball with just under 34 seconds remaining in great field position at the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation. Sage takes the snap. Turn to give is going to be to Anschutz. He's going to try the left side. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 15 is, I believe, where he stepped out, and that's where it's going to be marked. So this clock will stop out of bounds there. Bring up 2nd down and 5 after the gain of 5 on 1st down. Twin receivers split out wide to the right, and it's going to be twins to the left as well. Anschutz in the backfield with Sage in the quarterback position here. Again, the give is going to be to Anschutz along the left side. He's going to be down near the 10-yard line, which is going to be about where that first down yardage is needed. Inbounds here, and that'll be the last play of the third quarter. So we have reached the end of 3 quarters here at Osage City, and it is the Osage City Indians 53 and the West Franklin Falcons 0. Back in 30 seconds for fourth quarter action from here at Osage City High School. I'm Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
This is Casey Brady, Director of Communications for Franklin County with coronavirus guidance. Although we are not seeing positive cases every day, there are asymptomatic carriers walking around in our communities. Please continue to practice social distancing, cleaning, disinfecting, and good hand hygiene. Please be patient. We know this is a trying time for everyone. Unfortunately, it is not over yet, and it will take everyone doing their part to help control the spread. Again, this is Casey Brady with Franklin County. Stay home, stay well, stay safe.
And back here at Osage City, where we're just about to get underway in quarter number 4. 53-0, Osage City on top here as we get ready for action in the fourth quarter. A couple scores from around the area. Santa Fe Trail 27, Osawatomie 14. That game in the fourth quarter. And in the third quarter, Girard, the Trojans have added another touchdown as they now lead over Anderson County by a score of 21-0. And trying to chase down some other area scores. It was 12-0. Central Heights at halftime, but I've not seen anything regarding the Vikings score since, so I'm going to try and get to that one as well. So it's 3rd down and 1 for Osage City. The ball needs to get to the 9-yard line. They've got it right now at the 10. Snap back to Sage. He tries the left side, but he's chased down and stopped short. I believe that's Dustin Burns. Actually, it's Jesse James Martinez able to chase him down over there. It was Dustin Burns coming in from the left side and able to chase him down. Burns had gone out with a couple cramps earlier on. Looked like Martinez was in the area, but give it to Dustin Burns there. 4th down and a long one here coming up for Osage City. See if the defense for West Franklin can come up with a stop here. The give in the backfield to Anschutz. Made the first man miss. He's going to drive forward, and he is going to be able to get the positive yards needed there. Almost wrapped up in the backfield, but able to avoid the tackle back there. Got the positive yards needed for the first down. So Osage City now 1st down and goal Ball will be marked at the 7-yard line. Twin receivers, actually trips to the right, single receiver left. Anschutz with back in the backfield behind Sage. The give is to Anschutz, going to go left, cuts it upfield, and he will be tackled short of the goal line, but it's down near the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. So Ethan Hatfield able to keep Anschutz from cutting that upfield and getting into the end zone. 2nd down and goal. The ball will be marked at the 2. Osage City, Twins and receivers each side. Again, the give is going to be to Anschutz, and he is just swallowed up by Jesse James Martinez. Ethan Hatfield and Cameron Wise also there, but we're going to give that a solo to Martinez as he swallowed up Anschutz in the backfield for a loss of about 4 on the play, maybe even 5. The ball, depending on the spot here, is outside the 5. Now it's 3rd down and goal from outside the 5-yard line. Twin receivers each side. Same standard formation for Osage City. Rolling right as Sage makes the first man miss. Now he's got a little bit of daylight. He's going to throw, and the pass will be short and incomplete. Sage was getting close to crossing the line of scrimmage, and that being an illegal forward pass, but the near side official pointed down and said that his foot was behind the line of scrimmage. But again, it is 4th down and goal. The ball at the 6-yard line. Twin receivers each side. This time Anschutz going to line up behind Sage in the pistol formation. Give is to Anschutz, and he is wrapped up by the front there. It is Jesse James Martinez and Moose Hoyt in on the tackle there. So turnover on downs is going to give the ball back to West Franklin. They're deep in their own territory. We've got a whistle and a stoppage or timeout going to be called here by the Falcons. It's their 2nd timeout of the half. So with 8:14 remaining, the clock does stop. We'll see what West Franklin can draw up here as they try to get something going offensively and get some points on the board before they leave here this evening. Quite possibly making some substitutions in here are the Falcons as well, getting some younger players an opportunity here this evening. See if they can get something going here in the 4th quarter. Coming out of this break, it'll be 1st down and 10. The ball right at the 10-yard line. And we've got movement up front on both sides, and going to call it against West Franklin. I got movement on both ends, but the false start called against West Franklin is going to back up the Falcons back to the 5-yard line. So 1st down and 15 here now for West Franklin. Again, the Falcons now snap, driving right up the middle. It's going to be a gain of about 1 yard on the play. Trying to Duke Smith on the carry for West Franklin. Again, as the Falcons have substituted in some younger players here, I'm going to try to get the numbers and names for you here. In at quarterback, it looks like it's number 13, Bryce Hatfield. Hatfield will go under center. takes the snap and the give on a little end around here to the left side. Not much there. 33, Jason Abarca on the carry from the right wing position on the little counter reverse action there. Be third down at about 13, maybe 14 yards to go here. Got to get out to the 20. The ball marked about the 6. Actually, looks like more about the 7-yard line. So we're going to call it third down and 13 here for West Franklin. Bryce Hatfield gets the play call in from the sideline, relays it to his team who come up to the line of scrimmage here. 6:45 remaining. Hatfield goes under center. Empty backfield, it looks like behind him. Going to run a little option. Hatfield going to keep it himself as he's going to get out across the 10, which was the original line of scrimmage. So a gain of about 4 on the play there for Hatfield. It's going to bring up 4th down. 9. They're going to mark him down right at the 10, so it'll be 4th down and 10. It looks like they might be going back into punt formation. Once again, it's not Jesse James Martinez back there to punt. Kick is away. Short kick to bounds down at about the 22, and it'll roll dead at about the 29-yard line. Osage City will take over there. The kick there was, I believe it was Jaden Saish on the kick. If I had that correct, it was 32 that kicked that ball away. So clock stoppage here at 5:45 remaining as Osage City will take over first down and 10 with the ball at their own 29-yard line. In the West Franklin 29-yard line. So again, plus field position here for the Indians. It seems like that has been the story of the evening. They have had great field position all night long and have been taking full advantage of it as they lead 53-0 here with 5:45 remaining in the ballgame. Trying to see if I can hunt down any of the Central Heights scores, but I just am unable to locate it right now. See if we can get you that as we get ready back to action here. Southeast Cherokee over Erie in the fourth quarter is 18-12. Also trying to catch up with a couple of those other local area teams. Haven't seen a new update. 21-0 was Girard over. Looks like Central Heights game has gone final, and they have defeated Jayhawk Lynn by the final of 24-6. So Central Heights improves to 3-1 with the victory over Jayhawk Lynn tonight. Shotgun formation. And trouble here, a little miscommunication, and the West Franklin defense was ready for that. There's a couple guys in the backfield. Luke Smith, Andrew Rowland in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of about 8 on the play there. Quarterback turned to hand it off, and nobody was coming through for him to hand it to. Looks like now in at quarterback for Osage City, I believe, is number 6, Cooper Parsons. Give is going to be to James Dobbs. He's going to try the left side, and he's back near the original line of scrimmage on the carry, so a gain of about 6 on the play. Actually, they're going to say stepped out of bounds after a gain of about 3. I'll be at the 31-yard line. A lot of substitutions in and new names I'm trying to look up as it goes quickly here. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the ballgame. Snap is back, and Immediately hit in the backfield is again Dobbs. And tackled in the backfield. Andre Snow in on the tackle for loss. It's going to be 4th down back at the 35-yard line. 4th down and about 18 yards to go here for Osage City. And it's Parsons' quarterback, Dobbs in the backfield with him, twin receivers, trip receivers right, single receiver left. Back to pass. He's going to throw one out in the flat. It's going to fall incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on down, so West Franklin will get another offensive possession here. And a whistle and a timeout called here, I believe, by West Franklin. That is, by my count, their last timeout of the ballgame, so they're going to still try here with 3:31 remaining. Try and get something positive and walk out of here with some points on the board. Been all Osage City here tonight. We haven't had any scoring so far here in the fourth quarter. It was with 3:21 remaining in the third that the last points were scored by Osage City on a 10-yard pass to Kirkpatrick from Tyler Sage. Third-string quarterback into the ball game here for Osage City is freshman Cooper Parsons. And then Bryce Hatfield, freshman quarterback in for West Franklin, getting some action here this evening as well. Final score, Burlington 22 and Prairie View 15. So big win for the Wildcats. Evans back, give his right side, good positive yards there, and I believe that's Duke Smith on the carry as he's out near the 50-yard line, so a gain of about 14 on the play. Good for the Falcon first down. Paola and Ottawa have gone final. Paola 62, Ottawa 7. As we said earlier, it was Central Heights getting the victory over Jayhawk Lynn to improve to 3-1. Good win there. Give it's going to be to Duke Smith, this time to the left side. He's tackled after a gain of about 1. Falcons huddling up quickly here, trying to get the play call in. Hatfield runs to the sideline now, sprints back out to the huddle. Coming up to the line of scrimmage is West Franklin. 2:20 remaining in the ball game. Hatfield takes a snap. This time the give is going to be to Jason Barca. He's going to try the right side. He's wrapped up. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 here for West Franklin. Ball will be marked right of the midfield or center stripe, and got to get it down to the 42-yard line for the first down. Single receiver split wide each side. Hatfield back, looking to throw. Lefty throws it out here in the flat, but it falls incomplete, intended for Andrew Rowland. So it'll bring up 4th down and 9 here for West Franklin. .75 seconds remaining here on the clock as it continues to roll with Osage City up 53-0. Hatfield jogs into the huddle and gets the play in. West Franklin hustles up to the line, twin receivers to the left. Snap is back. Hatfield again rolling to his left. Throws it up, and it is incomplete on the pass intended for Barca. And That will probably be our last snap of the ball game, as we've got 35 seconds in the running clock going here. We'll see if they choose to run it out there or not. Officials are getting the ball out, but Osage City will not have to snap the football, so that will be our final score from here at Osage City. It is the Osage City Indians 53 and the West Franklin Falcons 0. We're going to send it back to the studio. We'll be back to wrap it up from here at Osage City. After this, you're listening to the High School Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
I'm Pastor Dakota Smith from Ottawa Bible Church. I would like to invite you to tune in each Sunday morning at 8:30 on KOFO as we broadcast live during our drive-in services from our very own church parking lot. Today's Christian wrestles daily: trials and testing, personal relationships, the restless tongue, the abuse of riches, and what is true wisdom. Join us as we examine the tapestry of wisdom found in the book of James in a series called Faith Works. More information about us can be found at ottawabiblechurch.com.
You don't need to be elected to shape the future of your community. You just need to be someone who cares about your community. By being counted in the 2020 census, you will help inform funding for local school programs, emergency services, and roads in your community. It only takes a few minutes, but the impact will be felt for years. The census only occurs once every 10 years. Don't miss your chance to make a difference. Learn more at kansascounts.org. Brought to you by the League of Kansas Municipalities and this radio station.
Yeah, welcome back to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week post-game show. It was all Osage City here tonight at Osage City, where they defeated West Franklin by a final score of 53-0. Osage City got started with a couple touchdowns in the first quarter, a 25-yard touchdown pass to Gunner Fort, and a 1-yard touchdown run by Reed Crawford. Then in the second quarter, they really spread it open, scoring 4 touchdowns in the quarter, 2 by the pass and 1 by the run, and spread it out to 40-0 at the half. Two more touchdown passes in the third quarter to get it to 53. And West Franklin just could not get anything going offensively. Totals on the night, team totals there. Total plays run, Osage City 61-34. Total yards, Osage City 352 total yards on the night to just 22 for West Franklin. West Franklin got all those on the ground. Cameron Wise had 34, but combination of other Falcons lost yardage and ended up with just 22 total yards on the night. 13 first downs for West Franklin, 29 for Osage City. West Franklin turned the ball over 3 times to Osage City, just 1. 2 fumbles lost and an interception thrown. Cameron Wise did pick off a pass late in the first half for West Franklin for the 1 turnover on Osage City. Landon Boss, 175 yards passing, 5 touchdowns for Osage City. Lance McCullough, no completions for any passing yards tonight for the Falcons. Again, it was Landon Boss' 25-yard pass to Gunner Fort in the first quarter. Reed Crawford, 1-yard touchdown run added it. And it was 13-0 after 1. Boss, a 2-yard pass to Tyler Sage, made it 19-0 in the second quarter. Luke Neary, a 7-yard run. Kick was good for 26-0 lead. Boss then a 10-yard touchdown pass, this time to Bailey, and the kick was good for a 33-0 score. And then Landon Boss again, a 28-yard touchdown pass to Gunner Fort in the second quarter to make it 40-0 at halftime. Boss then added a touchdown pass to Fager in the third quarter, and then Caden Kirkpatrick caught a touchdown pass late in the third quarter on a pass from Tyler Sage to make the final score 53-0. So from here at Osage City High School, it was Osage City 53 and West Franklin nothing. West Franklin falls to 0-4 on the season as Osage City improves to 3-1. We'll keep you posted on KOFO and KOFO.com and all our media outlets as to what we're doing for next Friday's Game of the Week game, which was supposed to be Wellsville at Eureka. And we'll see where we're going to cover, as that game has been postponed to at least Tuesday, October the 6th. But we will keep you posted as to where we will be. But from from Osage City High School for the KOFO High School Game of the Week, I'm Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
We hope you enjoyed this Game of the Week football broadcast on KOFO.com. Brought to you by Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Kramer Pharmacy, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home. Our Game of the Week sponsors also include Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, the Ottawa Herald, and the Yellow Dog Quilt Company. For more information about our Game of the Week football broadcast, visit the KOFO Sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.